Hi Aquarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. So we're going to do your year ahead reading. Okay, I'm really going to try and keep these really short, sorry guys, and succinct, because I just don't have the time to be spending an hour. I've already done about 4 of them and they were kind of 56 minutes each and stuff, and because I'm on a really tight time rein, I have personal readings to do and a variety of other things to sort out and do. I try to keep these kind of really small. If you order one on the website, it's different because you pay for it, so it's an hour and a half, 2 hours pre-recorded video as well as a written report, that type of thing you get. You can order readings, there's a little icon above in this reading, and you can order a video you know, whatever type of reading you want on my website that way. Right, so we're using the Tarot Made Easy, guys, for your reading. I haven't used this deck in a long time, but I just like the way the cards look. The Blessed Bee cards for your advice card, and we're using the Tarot 3D as well. Aquarius, these are the major cards that we need. Alright, so within a live spread, we look at, usually on the website you can do a 5 or a 7 area reading. Here we're just going to quickly tackle the 5, okay? And what we do is we do 5 areas. We look at your home, your career, your personal life, your love life, and also future events happening in 2019. The major cards are here because they are the anchor cards. So each card will relate to one area, and it will show you what the overall outcome will be for that particular area. I hope that makes sense to you guys, okay? So we're going to start shuffling now, Aquarius, and seeing Universe Spirit for Aquarius and 2019. We need a reading, please. 5 area live spread. So we want to see what's coming in personally. We want to see the key card, card number 1, and then cards 2, 3 and 4. Show me. So the personal area. Now the key cards at the top of each of the readings, Aquarius, this is the situation that's coming in, or the energy that's coming in into 2019. And this will be the situation that revolves around it in the 3 cards underneath. Okay, and then your your major card will show how the situation is resolved. Show me the career as well, please. Show me career. So we're going to move this over here. Show me the career as well, please. Key card first for Aquarius in 2019. Then 2, 3, and 4. Okay, we're going to move that slightly over here so we've got space for our other cards. And then can you show me the home situation for Aquarius in 2019? Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then let's have a look. Does that all fit on? Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That's fine. Okay, even though I've got a monitor in front of me, I'm always having to look at the monitor above the actual camcorder monitor there. And then Universe, I want you to show me, please, love coming in for Aquarius in 2019, please. So we deal with the key card obviously again here, and then the cards underneath 2, 3 and 4. And finally, can you show me just future events running through and throughout the year for Aquarius? Key card first, and then so we've got the we've got key card there, and then we've got 2, 3, and 4, and we've got the advice. Just give me the advice. What advice do you have for Aquarius in the year 2019? That's your advice card. Okay, and what we're going to do is get the major cards out now as well. So for the major cards, show me the foundation. What would be the focus for Aquarius in 2019, as well as the overall outcome from the present, from the personal situation. So that's card 1. Show me the overall outcome in card 2 for their career. Card 2. Overall outcome, please, Universe. Overall outcome for their love lives, please, in card 3. There we go. Yeah. Overall outcome. Just need to make sure that's the right way up. Overall outcome for their home life, please, in 2019. Overall outcome for the love life of Aquarius. And overall outcome for their future situation in card 5. Show me what their wishes will be in card 6 for 2019. This one just came out in my hand. I've got to take it. And show me where everything is heading. Just where everything is heading in 2019 for Aquarius, show me. Okay, there we go. Right, there we go. Cards are out, let's get on with it. So, for 2019, we always go here first and we have a look at what your focus is on. Your focus is on the Emperor, okay? I do feel that the focus with the Emperor for you, Aquarians, is on creating a structure. Because Emperors and Hierophants represent structure and building structure. It's the number 4 card, so 4s represent building walls, building structures, okay? Getting things stable and secure, that's what number 4s are. And he leads the number 4. So basically your focus will be on building the stability, security and structure within your life with the Emperor energy. For some of you guys, it might be that your focus is on perhaps asserting yourself a lot more, because the Emperor cards always show people who are very, very assertive. For some of you guys, it might be that your focus with this Emperor energy, Aquarius, is on self-promotion or even getting promoted maybe in the workplace with this Emperor energy, because Emperors are big, Emperors are in charge. Emperors don't just rule one kingdom, they rule many things. So I feel that here for some of you guys, it might be the focus is on promotion, getting yourself in a higher position, probably to where you are right now, Aquarius, with this Emperor energy. Your focus might also be on maybe an individual, could be an Emperor, could be an Aries man, male or female, or somebody who is, you know, in a place of control. The Emperors usually are very important people when it comes to love. So if it's love, it might be on a very important person within your life, the Emperor energy showing up here. It might be the focus for the year for you, Aquarius, with this Emperor energy is on gaining some form of control of a situation, because Emperors represent control and being in control. So these are boundaries as well. So the focus might be on setting some boundaries as well. So if you find that things have been probably in 2018-17 a little bit chaotic, Aquarius, it might be that what you want to do is put a lot of this chaos into order, which means having to set some rules, regulations and boundaries as well, with the Emperor energy showing here as well. Your focus might also be on certain government issues as well with the Emperor, or business issues with the Emperor energy showing here as well. Possibly some red tape too. Let's have a look at your present situation. Sorry, personal situation in 2019. Coming in is the Ten of Swords. I do feel that there's going to be the ending to a painful situation, all right, coming into your personal situation, Aquarius, all right, with this Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords isn't through the back, so I'm you know, I don't really want to talk about backstabbing and all this bullshit. The Ten of Swords showing here has the swords through the man's stomach and his chest and his heart. So I just feel that there is a very painful, very difficult situation that is now coming to an end in 2019. Underneath that, the influences around that are coming in. Right, oh my God, look, you've got death. See, there's an ending showing up here with the death energy. Same as the Ten of Swords, there's the same sort of thing. They talk about endings. Definitely endings. The ending of a painful situation coming in around that. There's an ending showing here, the death energy. What's coming in around that? Oh wow, but you've got an ending, but you've got the resurrection. Alright, there's a death and there's resurrection here coming up. Judgment is resurrection, so after death comes resurrection. You're being reborn. Some of you guys are literally being reborn in 2018-19, Aquarius, with these two cards. I'm not going to read, I mean, you could have, for some of you guys, you know, maybe, I'm not going to get into all of the physical elements of death, you know, people dying in the family and that, but for some of you guys, maybe, who knows? I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying maybe. Because you do have these cards that kind of allude to it. But this is brilliant. Death and judgment is death and resurrection. It's death and rebirth. There's definitely a rebirth coming to you. It's the ending of a painful situation coming in with the Ten of Swords. But the energies around this are saying that you've got a rebirth coming. Death and the judgment energy. Wow. And the Eight. Oh my God. Oh my God. Eight of Cups. This is amazing. What the fuck? You're definitely on a new path, that's for sure. The Eight of Cups is all about, this sets you free. There's a rebirth coming here, and you guys are definitely on a new path. Eight of Cups represents a new path. You're taking a new direction. You've got death, endings, rebirth, judgment, and new path off the Eight of Cups, leaving behind what no longer serves you. It is all obviously a very spiritual reading, this one here, Aquarius, for your personal situation. It's very, very, very spiritual. It doesn't even have to be that. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be anything. But what I'm definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, seeing here is death, endings, but there's a rebirth here. And this rebirth will be where you take this new direction and leave behind those 8 cups. What has no longer served you, what's been making you feel sad. And I feel that this kind of, you know, equates to the 10 of Swords here as well, Aquarius, where some of you guys have been feeling very hurt. There's been a lot of pain here. A lot of pain, but the energy is coming in is a painful situation is now at an end. You can have peace. Okay, there's an ending, there'll be resurrection and a new path that you'll set about on, which is really, really nice. And it's going to be a better path as well, because the 8 of Cups talks about when you're no longer happy with the 8 Cups, when there's a lot of emotional dissatisfaction going on, you take the higher road, you take the better path. Okay, this is about taking a better path. It's a nice reading, excellent, excellent. And that's why the overall outcome for this area here is you guys are going to find yourself in far more of a stable, secure situation. You guys are literally going to be building. As a result of this is where you start to rebuild your lives with this Emperor energy. Some of you guys have been going through the mill. You really have. That 10 of Swords, I don't know what pain you went through for some of you Aquarius. It might be a relationship, your work, whatever it is. You did go through some pain, but in 2019, this is coming to an end. Okay, as you end the situation, you are reborn and you take a new path with the 8 of Cups. And we're seeing you here be starting to build stability and security for yourselves going further. It's a brilliant reading. Let's have a look at what's going on around your work situation. This might tie into somewhere around the reading. The 6 of Cups. So I'm seeing an offer coming in here. The 6 of Cups is an offer often when it shows up as work. Alright, this can also be where you're selling stuff as well. You can see this big boy is giving a pot of flowers to the young girl. So this can easily be a transaction going on here as well. What's going on around? There's an offer. It's got to be. You've got Knight of Cups as well. Both cups. Cup cards show offers. So there's an offer for some of you guys. Let's have a look. Oh my God, Ace of Cups. Okay, you are being invited, some of you guys. The Ace of Cups is holding out its cup to the Knight of Cups. So for some of you Aquarians, you're being invited probably to travel. You might be being invited to present your skills and your abilities and your talents with that Knight of Cups energy showing there. You're going to need to have strength. Okay, I think you're going to need to have the confidence to do this though with the strength energy showing here. I'm seeing an invitation here to do something else. It doesn't have to mean that if you're in a career that you move out of it, Aquarius. It could simply mean that you're being invited to do something outside of your comfort zone. Because I'm seeing the Ace of Cups facing in on the Knight of Cups. There's a transaction going on here. Alright, so I almost feel like this is, because Ace of Cups is the invitation card. Alright, and the Knight of Cups can be where you are presenting what you have. So you're being probably invited to present something. Present what's in your cup. You know, the cup floweth over, so what are your talents and skills? You're probably being invited to travel or present something of yourself here. Alright, and I feel that with the strength energy, this might be either you're being invited to present your talents and skills. Maybe this involves working with an individual here. But I get the impression that with the strength card, this is something that either brings confidence or something you're going to need to be confident in. Alright, I certainly feel that the career side of things for you Aquarians is on the up in 2019. Alright, I think that you're definitely being invited to display, to produce, to present who you are, to present your abilities to others. Okay, and I think it's going to bring you a great deal of confidence here because it's around an offer. Alright, with the Six of Cups energy. So I feel that an offer is being presented to you, is coming in 2019 in your career. And underneath that you will be invited to perhaps present something with the Knight of Cups energy. Could be to present some feedback or present something within your job or present your CV or what you're able to do. But I feel that it's going to bring you a lot of inner confidence. Some of you guys might be asked within your career to come out of your comfort zone and perhaps Aquarius do something that you've not done before or that you're afraid to do. What's the overall outcome from this energy showing here? Well, there you go, the Chariot. Some of you guys are really going to be moving forward here in your careers. Chariot, you're going to be gaining a lot of success and a lot of victory, okay, with that Chariot energy showing there. I'm seeing you guys definitely in the driving seat of your careers with this Chariot energy showing here, okay? I don't think there's a move happening necessarily within. I think there could be a move for some of you guys because you are being invited to present something here, I think, with this Knight of Cups. I'd read Aquarius, the Knight of Cups, as you being the Knight of Cups, presenting what you have. You might be invited to travel. It could be the overall outcome is you traveling from one job to another job, so this can be travel as well. You might be being invited invited to travel, possibly north. I would say north or south maybe with this Knight of Cups energy. For some of you guys, it's going to take inner strength to do this because you're probably happy with what you have in 2019, or you probably don't want to come out of a comfort zone, which is why it's going to take strength for some of you guys to make this decision. But there's definitely an offer. It's either to travel, to perhaps present something of yourself within your working environment. This could lead to a promotion moving forward with the Chariot. What's going on around your home lives? The Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is a little bit of disappointment and sadness happening in your home life with this Five of Cups. It's also loss as well as the Five of Cups. So maybe some of you guys are giving something up in terms of your home life. What's underneath this? You've got a Page of Cups showing here. So this could be some sadness. Maybe it's around a child for some of you Aquarians, because the Page of Cups is a child. Let's have a look. The Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles... I get the impression some of you guys, you've got children. I think the Knight of Pentacles might be, especially if you're an older person watching this reading, I'm thinking that probably some of you guys have got a young child in the Page of Cups energy, possibly a 20-odd-year-old with the Knight of Pentacles showing here as well. What's the next one? The Seven of Wands. Okay, it might be that you've got challenges with a couple of children here in the home. So some of you guys might be focusing, or you might have challenges. Seven of Wands is challenges. It might be that you've got challenges with a couple of kids. It might be that you have challenges with having to give to a child, for example. So a child that you're having to, because the Knight of Pentacles, even though the Knight of Pentacles, usually when I see the Knight of Pentacles giving Aquarius, it's facing into another card. So usually it would do this. It would give to the, do you see what I mean? Sometimes if you get a cup looking at a pentacle, this person's asking for something. You can see the combinations. The cup is held out and he's saying, give me some money. Alright, but it's not that. You've got a child here. I think that some of you guys are having to spend on your children in 2019. You might be having to, maybe it's for college fees or money for college, clothing, that type of thing. And I feel that with the Seven of Wands energy, some of you guys might be feeling a little bit challenged by that. I also feel that you've got some news coming into the home with that Page of Cups energy. It might be with the Knight of Pentacles, especially if you've got a property, for example, somebody's offering to buy it, but you say no with the Seven of Wands energy. You might have problems with bills. Knight of Pentacles can be paying out bills as well. So some of you guys are challenged by having to pay out bills, for example. Might be that you get a new bill coming in with this Knight of Coins energy and this Page of Cups energy coming in here. Because this can be new and this can be a bill. So it might be a new bill coming in and you'll find new bills coming in 2019 and you're finding it quite challenging as well. I think it's either children or money situations that might be challenging some of you guys in 2019 concerning the home. And I think with the Five of Cups energy, there might be a bit of sadness around that, because some of you guys might have new bills coming in that you're finding quite, you know, the Seven of Wands is where everybody's asking for something from you, and the Knight of Pentacles can be having to pay out the bills. Okay, so some of you guys, it might be that you've got new bills coming in and you're finding it quite challenging having to pay them, hence the Five of Cups, the sadness in the home. Some of you guys, it might be a couple of people. Page of Cups, a Knight of Pentacles, could be a water sign individual, a earth sign individual, might be brother and sister, for example, that type of thing that you're facing challenges with. And also, you know, the Knight of Pentacles has a desire for wealth and money, so he's the type of boy that also has a desire for the best trainers, the best shoes, you know, because it's material. So when he looks at his pentacle, he's also looking at something that he desires. And the Page of Cups is looking dreamily into the cup. So the Page of Cups desires also, but he desires things more like pens and paper. And this person would desire more like computers and shoes and clothing. It's anything that's kind of techie or anything that's expensive, maybe with the Knight of Pentacles, because he's driven by his desire for wealth and he's motivated by materialism. This person is motivated with the Page of Cups by fantasy, by dreams, by his imagination. So it might be that you've got one child who's very imaginative. It might be that they're driven by, or they're motivated to have nice things that are influenced by their imagination with the Page of Cups energy, like shoes, that type of thing, trainers, makeup, whatever. And it might be saying, look, you know what, I can't afford to do this with the Seven of Wands. I can't afford to give you all of this stuff. Alright, it might be that you've got many children asking for many things of you, Aquarius, and you just can't afford to do it and you can't afford to give it. So just bear in mind, you might have in 2019, if you've got kids, Aquarius, kids just asking for all sorts of things. You might have one that's influenced by their imagination, so they might want different things, and you might have one kid that's influenced with the Knight of Pentacles by and driven by materialism, so they're asking for really expensive stuff, iPads, Samsungs, you know, iPhones, you know, trainers or sneakers, I think that you call them in the States. You know, all of those things this person is very driven by, and it might be that you have to take a stand. So just be aware that it might be that you're having to take a stand from kids asking for certain things from you in the home as well, for some of you Aquarians, and that might be where the sadness comes in with the Five of Cups energy, but more about feeling sad that you can't give maybe the kids everything that you want. What's going on around your love lives for some of you Aquarians? You've got the King of Wands. Okay, so there's a person showing up for you, a person coming in, this King of Wands energy. What are you experiencing around that King of Wands? The Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is conflict, or it's manipulation or mind games. Let's have a look at this. The Five of Coins is walking straight. You've got 2 fives, so after a challenge there should be something good that comes from this. Fives mean change, okay, but it says after the hardest hardship you could experience with the 5, then you've got the sweetness that comes in afterwards. I wonder if this is another 5 showing up here. No, the Hermit. Okay, that's interesting. I certainly feel you've got the Hermit shining a light now on the 5 of Coins. The 5 of Coins are walking towards the 5 of Swords. Let me just have a look at this because I can't see it quite clearly on my screen. So I'm just going to pick up these cards and have a look at the imagery on the cards. Okay, I certainly feel that within the home, for some of you Aquarians, if you look here, you've got the third swordsman and the 2 people sitting here. Somebody's cutting these 2 people out. I think for some of you guys, you're dealing with a third party situation. Okay, I think you're dealing with a third party. I think that this third party is this third person. So this King of Wands that shows up here, okay, I think that underneath this King of Wands coming into your love life, this is all about you guys, because you can see here you two together with the 5 of Coins through thick and thin, after you guys have been cast out. It's almost like you've been cast out by a family, or you've been cast out by a spurned loved one. It's almost like this person or you, it's either you or this person has a partner. And I get the impression that the partner has tossed the both of you out. So I'm getting the impression that if you're having an affair with someone, or if you're not getting on with your partner, you won't be with your actual normal partner. It's either you or this King of Wands. They're not going to be with their partner in 2019. You're going to be with somebody here who is not your natural partner at the moment. Alright? And I feel with the Hermit energy, you're going to discover something here with the Hermit. Because the Hermit is shining a light. He's shining a light. He's found his way. I think that you guys are going to be finding your soulmate here. Because the Hermit's shining its light in on the 5 of Pentacles. And 5 of Pentacles for me can definitely be a soulmate. I definitely feel it's going to be a year, Aquarius, where you guys are going to be finding, because you've found it. You're finding your soulmate with the 5 of Pentacles energy. And it's not going to come. It's going to come with challenges. It's going to mean that you're going to have to sacrifice something. I think the 5 of Swords, these 2 people here, they're sacrificing the third person. Because the third person is casting them out. So I think that what this is saying is that you're going to find your soulmate, you guys, in 2019. But it's going to come with a sacrifice. Alright, you're going to have to make some form of a sacrifice. You're going to find your soulmate, but you're going to have to... This is your soulmate, the King of Wands. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius individual, doesn't matter. But you guys are going to find your soulmate. However, it's not going to come without its challenges. You're going to have to make a sacrifice. And this might be alluding to this area here where it says there's going to be the ending of a painful situation. An ending will bring rebirth here as you seek a new path with the Age of Cups. That could definitely be here, where you are finding that soulmate, but that soulmate means you're going to have to sacrifice someone else. Okay? Let's have a look at your final area, the future area. Oh, God, you know what I haven't been doing? Looking at the overall outcomes. Where am I? Where is my head? Alright, the overall outcome from the home, what was that? Let's have a look. The Hanged Man. Alright, so I certainly feel that with the Hanged Man being the overall outcome, I think a lot of things will probably be up in the air concerning your home life with the Hanged Man energy. I also feel that with the Hanged Man energy, the overall outcome is that some of you guys are just going to try and relax out and sit this thing out. Because I get the impression that people are asking for stuff from you and you're going to have to stand in your power, take a stand against that. And the overall outcome is the Hanged Man, okay? This is probably you guys refusing to, you know, refusing to assimilate yourself with what people want here with the Hanged Man. You're alluring to yourself with the Hanged Man energy showing here. In terms of love, let's have a look at what the overall outcome is for that Aquarius. The Tower. I certainly, can you see how two people, the iconography again, see how two people are being cast from a tower? I definitely feel that you guys are going to have your soulmate. You're going to be with a soulmate in 2019, but you're going to have to sacrifice someone else. You might have to sacrifice a partner that you don't get on with, or you're going to have to sacrifice your family, or somebody that means, you know, maybe this is someone you don't get on with. You're definitely finding your soulmate here, I think, and you're going to have to, you two are here. Can you see? So there's two people here which represent you and this King of Wands, Aquarius, and there's two people here, and there's a third person who's cutting you off here. So I feel that you're going to discover your soulmate, but you're going to get cut off from others. You're going to get cut off from others for this person. A lot of people aren't going to agree with who you're with, and you're being, the overall outcome is you guys being cast out. Can you see there's two people again, and you're being, the overall outcome, I think, is for some of you Aquarians, you're being cast out. You're being cast out from a group, from a family, from a person. A person's casting you out because you found someone and other people think you shouldn't be with that person. Let's have a look at the future events then. We've got the situation, the Eight of Wands. Could be travel coming into your future energies in 2019. With that Eight of Wands, it could be news. It could be rapid changes occurring. What's underneath this? Yeah, the world. So there could be some world travel going on here. For some of you guys, the world energy shows up here. You've got the Three of Swords though, okay? So I feel that there is going to be... I feel that there is going to be an ending of one cycle, the beginning of another, and I feel that this is going to again require some form of a sacrifice with this Three of Swords. I think there'll be an ending of a cycle whereby you have to separate yourself from others, maybe with this Three of Swords. An ending of a cycle also where you probably have to make a head over a heart decision with that Three of Swords energy. But I feel that it ends very well with the Ten of Cups. And also the Ten of Cups in the world, this is all about wrapping up a cycle. So I do feel that there are actually rapid changes here. For some of you guys, these changes could involve world travel because you have the world energy. And it might be that you have to separate yourself from family. Alright? The world energy might be the achievement of a goal. I get the impression that this might tie up here because we've got the Three of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Three of Swords can be difficulty, arguments, but it can also be separation from family as well, for example. And I get the impression that there are going to be some rapid changes in the future in 2019. And underneath this is all about the goal, the world. So there's an ending of cycle, ending of one phase, beginning of another. For some of you guys, the achievement of a huge, huge goal in which some of you guys are going to probably, with this Three of Swords, have to separate yourself from family with that Ten of Cups energy. And I get the impression that I get the impression that this area is very connected with this area and also this area here. I think there's somebody coming in, especially in terms of your love life, Aquarius, for some of you guys, and I think they're just going to rock your world. But I think that for some reason, it might be religious factors, it might be because you're with somebody else or they're with somebody else and you have to sacrifice that relationship, or they have to sacrifice their relationship to be with you. But I get the impression that this is very much to do with someone else. And in fact, a lot of these areas, except for the home area, I would say a lot of these areas interconnect, especially with your career as well, where some of you guys are being invited to present something here. And you're going to need to have the confidence to do that, because this could involve in the personal situation where ending off painful situations here. Maybe you need to do something to rise higher, especially with this Emperor showing here. Okay, it could be for monetary purposes or whatever it is, but I'm seeing that the death energy changes. But rebirth, as you seek a new path, could be in work. But I definitely feel it's in love, but also in this area here of the future. Let's have a look at the overall advice for the year. Is the Nine of Wands. It's telling you to keep on going. Don't give up. That's what the Nine of Wands is. Even if you go through difficulty with that Nine of Wands, which you might do, because you're going to have people who are against the relationship for some of you guys that you're going to get involved with, and you're going to have to sacrifice certain people in your life, I feel. You might be cast out, because the Five of Swords represents people being cast out. Okay? Some of you guys are going to discover with that Hermit energy that you are outcasts, because the Five of Pentacles is an outcast. Some of you guys with the Hermit are discovering that you're an outcast here with the Five of Pentacles energy. Alright. Five of Pentacles can also be a cheating card as well. So you might discover that your partner, especially if your partner right now is the King of Wands. I'm not saying it's going to be that way, Aquarius, but it could be. discovering maybe that the partner is stepping out with someone else, and some of you guys might be casting the partner and somebody else out, so I wouldn't rule that out either. That could be where the Tower rolls out, it comes in as well, breakup time. So for some of you guys, there might be a breakup as you discover a partner is stepping out with somebody else, and you have to. 2 cards that show outcasts. 5 of coins can show somebody who's doing something out of the rules and regulations of the church. Do you see what I mean? So that's why they're outcasts, because they're cheating basically. So they're not going according to what the church's laws are. They're going against what religious and moral code of conduct is. So this can be cheating for sure. And the Hermit is discovering. So some of you guys might discover somebody's cheating here and you cut them off. Because the 5 of Swords, the 3rd swordsman, is casting 2 people out. So you might be casting somebody out. It might be this partner of yours, King of Wands. I do feel that it's twofold with love. One of you, it's either that you meet someone, family doesn't get on with them, or you've got a partner or they've got a partner and it doesn't work. So you're leaving the partner or they're leaving the partner. So some of you guys are going to have to make a sacrifice. Could tally up here. Or this area here is really saying some of you guys might discover cheating. I think if you're being cast out by family, by friends, because of your love for a particular person, Aquarius, in 2019, the overall outcome is you guys being cast out with that Tower energy. I think if you discover your partner's cheating and you cast them out, then this is the overall outcome is breakup time, but also you as the solid structure here casting the partner out. It's the same arcane, look, so same sort of thing. Can you see that? Being cast out again, being cast out from a structure again. Can you see? It's the same sort of, iconography showing that. The overall outcome from the future position is, let's have a look, death. Showing up here. There's definitely an ending coming in here. There's an ending. You've got endings written all over your reading, Aquarius. Very interesting. What are your wishes for the year? Your wishes are the moon. I feel the wishes for the year for you guys are really to get in touch with yourself on a very deep level with that moon energy. I think it's really to try and tap into your intuition, because there's going to be a lot of choices you're going to have to make, certainly in the work area here. Probably in love, whether somebody's cheating on you or whether you're cheating on a person, or whether you find the love of your life that people don't disagree, that people don't like. You're going to have to make sacrifices, and a choice comes when you have to make a sacrifice. You know, so here, this is really, I think, and also here in the future elements showing here, rapid changes. And I feel that for some of you guys underneath that, it might be that there's an achievement of a much wanted goal. The ending of one phase entering into another one in which you're separating yourself from family. Showing up here, okay, and you know, if this is arguments within the family, then the overall outcome is an ending off those things. But whatever it is, I think that there is a need, and especially in this area here as well, there is a need to tap into that intuition and knowing that your intuition is guiding you. So I feel the wish will be as well with the moon, because the moon acts as a source of light, guidance. The moon really is all about being guided as well. So your hopes and your wishes will be that through this year, 2019, you'll be guided in the right direction. But it's more about allowing your intuition to guide you in the right direction. Where is everything heading? The world. There you go. The world. Everything's going to be fine, okay? You're going to, I think that there's definitely change in the air. You've got death showing up here. You've got the world showing up here. You've got towers showing up here. And they're showing up and reiterating on your readings as well, okay? So in your anchor, where everything is heading to the world, I think everything is heading to the accumulation, or the, what's the word I'm looking for? I think the way that everything is heading is to a crescendo, all right? You're going to, there is a finality happening in 2019 for you Aquarians. And you're not going to be able to do anything about it, because the universe is pushing you towards ending one phase in your life and entering into another. And it might be quite painful for some of you guys to do that. But I do feel that 2019 is going to see massive, massive changes. Huge. Whether you like it or not. It's what's going to come. Okay, and everything is also heading towards you guys, especially as your wishes to tap into your intuition, and that to allow your intuition to be your guiding light here, and to trust it with that moon energy. Okay, the overall outcome, the overall way that everything is heading is the world. So where everything is heading as well is, if you want to allow your intuition to guide you, then this is all with the world energy starting to mature, starting to look at the world in a very different way, in a more mature light, in a more enlightened way. So I think that this whole year is going to culminate in you guys being very, very, very enlightened going forward, okay, and seeing the world from a completely different view. You know, here, look in the center here, seeing the world from a completely different view as well. It's a really, really good reading. Really good reading for 2019. That's it, my darlings. Speak to you soon. Take care. Hi, Aquarius. Sorry, I forgot to do the blessing cards. As soon as I clicked off, I just realised, I thought, oh my God, you've forgotten to do the blessings for the year. So, what blessings are coming to you guys in 2019 amidst this reading? Let's have a quick look. So, we're going to shuffle the cards. In the universe, what blessings will be bestowed on Aquarius in 2019? What blessings will be bestowed on Aquarius in 2019? Show me. Okay, so a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. Okay, so it's very similar, I think, to what we were talking about. There is some form, I think it's in love. I think it's in this area here, in the future events here, and potentially it could be. But it's nice, you've got a blessing on this. So with the Ten of Swords, it's the end of a painful period around your personal situation, as an ending brings rebirth and a new path. Because the Age of Cups is all about walking along a new path. This is about rebirth, judgment, and this is about an ending. So an ending brings rebirth and a new path. And I think you've got a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided here. So you've got a battle coming in that probably can't be avoided, guys. Alright? But just know that you'll have a blessing on that. You can't avoid it. It's going on somewhere around the love area, the future area, and the personal area here. Potentially there could be also something in the home as well. So just know that if you've got any battles in 2019, you'll be okay. You'll be protected. Alright, that's your reading, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.